Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope one is doing well and having an awesome day or night wherever you are. It is Halloween, guys. I know, the last day of spooky season. That's just so sad, but I love spooky season. It's one of my all-time favorite Halloween month, because we get to watch horror movies all month, but you can watch it any time of the month, right? Any time of the year, right? But Halloween spooky season is just my all-time favorite. Of course, Christmas is too. I get to watch Christmas movies all month long, but spooky season it's just amazing. So, but I was supposed to make this video the other day, and I got so busy, and I didn't make it yesterday. I should have made it yesterday. I did not make it, but it is the last day of October, so I gotta make it today. So we're gonna do my top 10 favorite horror films. Now, no particular order except the last one, because the last one is my favorite. So I'm gonna leave that one for last. But I am going to do some honorable mentions. Okay, so this is my video, so I can do as many honorable mentions as I want. All right. Usually it's about 5 or 6. I'm doing a lot. Okay. Now these almost made my top 10. Almost. They're incredible. Don't get me wrong, they're incredible. Just because they're not in my top 10. But it was so hard to narrow it down just to these few, because I love a lot of horror films. Okay, but these ones that really I love and enjoy, and they scare me so much. A lot of these do. But let's go do my honorable mentions first, guys. Of course, get to my top 10. Alright? You ready to see? I'm about to show you guys. I'm so excited. I love Halloween films. I love horror films. Let's go. Okay, guys, so let's go do my honorable mention horror films. These ones that just didn't make the top 10, but they're absolutely amazing. All right, they're absolutely amazing. Some of these actually surprised me how good they are. Of course, some of these are new, some of these are older ones. So let's just go one by one, no particular order. Honorable mentions. How many is there? I don't know how many there is, but it's 12. All right. So hold on. Excuse me, 13. Okay, first one up is Evil Dead Rise. My dad and I watched this year, and this movie scared the crap out of me. Okay, especially her, the mother in this movie, is phenomenal. She's a really good actor, and all the actors in here are really good too. But the special effects in this movie, and just everything, the practical effects, the makeup, blood, the gore. Everything about this movie, I absolutely love. The ending of this is insane. If you know, you know, right? This ending is absolutely crazy. I love it. But yeah, I need to get the. No, I got them all. Never mind, I got all the Evil Dead movies, but I need to get them all on 4K. I don't have Army of Darkness on 4K or Evil Dead the remake on 4K. I got them on Blu-ray. I need to get those on 4K because I got all the other ones on 4K. So Evil Dead Rise, guys, is so good. It didn't make my top 10, but it's amazing. Let me know your thoughts on that movie, guys. Let me know your thoughts, okay? Next up is Overlord, one of my favorite zombie films of all time. And I don't think I've ever said so on my channel or my videos, but I'm not a zombie film person. I just don't really get into the zombie, genre of horror. But there's a few that I do love, and this is one of them, okay? This is slept on. This is underrated, in my opinion. And it looks amazing on 4K. But everything about this movie I love. It's creepy, it's gory, it's really gory. But if you have not seen Overlord, you've got to check it out. It is incredible. And the slipcover is amazing. It's got the parachutes, and they look like blood. I got this a couple years ago on Black Friday for like $8. So Overlord is underrated. So yeah, it almost made my top 10, almost. And then of course, these are my second Can I talk today? My second favorite vampire movie of all time. It is almost even with Fright Night, and that's of course The Lost Boys. I mean, how could you not love The Lost Boys? It is so good. The atmosphere, the music in here, the actors, everything. It's just perfect. It's a perfect movie in my opinion. It's perfect. So The Lost Boys, guys. If you have not seen it, I think everybody's seen The Lost Boys, and it looks amazing. The transfer on this is incredible. So The Lost Boys. Alright, hold on, guys. Never mind. Okay, anyway, guys, I was actually thinking about something like, nope, never mind. Alright, so we got the Trick or Treat, guys, from 2007. We're gonna be watching this one tonight. I love it. I've seen it 3 times now, and it just gets better and better every time I watch it. Sam is awesome. I love everything about this one. It's like 5 movies in one, or 5 stories in one, or 4 stories in one, and it's just a masterpiece. I love Trick or Treat, so yeah. Then one of my favorite sci-fi films or paranormal films of all time is, of course, Poltergeist. And this transfer looks amazing too, but the remake, you can have the remake. That remake is terrible. Now, I've never seen any of the other two, but I love this movie. It's perfect. So, it's creepy. And, the actors in here are phenomenal. I mean, how could you go wrong? So, yeah. Carrie Ann, just rest in peace. I think she was absolutely amazing here. Of course, that's not her name, but, she stole the show for me. I love her in this movie. So, yeah, love it. Steven Spielberg did such an amazing job with that as well. And of course, The Evil Dead. We watched this one. We watched both of these back to back the other nights. And I watched this movie years ago for the first time. And I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. Really creepy, really gory, especially toward almost the entire movie is really gory. Like, probably like the last half of this movie is really gory. And when I watched it the second time, I loved it more the second time. So, yeah, Sam Raimi did an amazing job with this. It's so good. Evil Dead is one of my favorites, so, yeah. And then, of course, we have the 2017 It. I love it. Bill Skarsgård did an exceptional job as Pennywise. Now, I love Tim Curry with all my heart. I think he was excellent as It, okay? I've seen the first one, that miniseries from 1999. I watched that probably, like, 2 or 3 years ago. And I didn't like it. I thought it was really boring. Wasn't really scary to me. I love, like I said, I love Tim Curry so much, okay? But this one is creepier, in my opinion. I mean, Bill Skarsgård, his voice, everything about it. The kids in here, oh my god. I love it. It's just amazing. I need to watch it again. I've seen it twice. And I need to watch it again. So it's It 2017. Yeah. Look at that lenticular. Yes. Alright. And then, of course, we got Pet Sematary. It's Pet Sematary. I mean, what more can I say about this masterpiece of a film? From Stephen King? Yeah, Stephen King did this one, of course. But I haven't seen the second one. I need to watch the second one. I need to watch the remake. I don't even have the remake, to tell you the truth. That's the only one I do have. My dad has the first one and the second one. But I need to get the other ones. But masterpiece right here. Got Church on the front here. Got Fred Gwynn in here. He's absolutely, I love Fred Gwynn in this one. I think he's amazing in here, but this movie is incredible. So, and of course, we got A Quiet Place. This almost made my top 10. I watched this one for a couple years ago for the first time. I love both of these films. I love the second one. I think I like this one just a little bit more than the second one, because this one is actually creepier because they're in the house pretty much the whole time. But I mean, with no dialogue at all, pretty much, in this entire movie, it is freaking creepy. I mean, the fact that you cannot even talk without getting heard from these monsters, that would just creep me out so much. This is anxiety-induced movie right here. I mean, just, but I love it so much. The second one's really good, too. So, John Krasinski, Emily Blunt in that. Phenomenal. And the girl that's actually deaf in real life, she was so good. And the son too, phenomenal. Okay, then we got A Cabin in the Woods, one of my favorite movies right here. I need to give it another. I need to give it another watch. I haven't watched it on 4K yet because I got the Blu-ray, but I love it. So, The Cabin in the Woods. That last 30 minutes of this movie is insane. If you know, you know. I mean, it is crazy toward the end. I mean, blood galore, okay? It is so good. Okay. And then, of course, you got 10 Cloverfield Lane. John Goodman in this. I mean, could he be any scarier? But I need to watch it again. It's been a while since I've seen this one. I've seen them all. The first one was really good, too. It's a nice found footage movie. But this one is so freaking scary. I love it so much. I need to give it another watch one day. 10 Cloverfield Lane is incredible. Okay. Final one, guys, when we get to my top 10. And it was this close to making my top 10. That's, of course, Fright Night. My absolute favorite vampire movie of all time that I have seen. There's, of course, other ones out there I have not seen, but this is my favorite one that I have seen. We were actually watching this one. It was on TV the other day, and I was watching it, and it just gets better and better every time I watch this movie. It is perfection. just Chris Sarandon in here, Amanda Bierce, yeah, and William Ragsdale. Tom Holland did an amazing job with this. Yeah, yeah. And of course, Roddy McDowell as well. If you have not seen this, get on it. It's amazing. Yeah. This is my first horror film I watched when I was a kid, and way too young to watch this one. It creeped me the heck out, okay? I could not sleep for weeks after watching this film. I watched it on VHS when VHS was a thing back in the day in the 90s. My very first horror film. Watched it at night. Terrified. Terrified, but I love it oh so much. So yeah, there's all my honorable mentions, guys. Movies that I absolutely adore that just didn't make the top 10, but they're incredible films. Alright, move on to my top 10. This is what I'm so excited about. No particular order except the last one, because that's my favorite one. Let's put it at the top. Okay. Alright. We got Scream 2, guys. My favorite Scream film. My absolute favorite Scream film. The first one is the classic. I love the first one so much. But this one is just, I just love everything about this movie. The fact that you don't even know who the killer is throughout this entire film. Like, you like, who's the killer? You have no idea. And then you get to the end and you see the killer, like, what? I did not see that coming. And I love that about this film. I love it. It's just so good. It's just so good. I've seen it twice. I need to watch it again. And the 4K looked amazing too. So, Scream 2 is my favorite. It's my favorite. So, yeah. Alright. Next up. Now, this is going to get a lot of comments, I'm sure. But I've seen every single Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. Every single one. And no. Except the new one that Netflix put out. Hopefully we get that on physical. Because I've never seen that one. Even though I've heard bad things. But I need to get it because I got all the other ones. No. There's a few more I need to get, and I have all of them. But I've seen them all, is what I should have said. And this is my favorite one out of the whole entire franchise. There's other ones I do like. The 2013, the 3D one is one of my favorites. It's underrated. I think it's amazing. But this one is my absolute favorite, and that's the 2003 remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. With Jessica Biel. Oh, sorry, guys. With Jessica Biel. This movie is friggin' creepy. Look at him, guys. I mean, look at this. How could you not be terrified of this? I've seen the first one twice. I don't like the first one. I don't like the first one. And I got it on 4K. But this one is superior, in my opinion. It's freaking creepy. It's gory. It's bloody. Everything you want in a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie is right here. Come on, guys. It's right here. Right here. That's all you need. The acting in here is really good, too. But that ending, oh my god. I love it. So, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 remake is one of my absolute favorites. I love it. And it was actually on the other day. It was on one of the channels, and I was actually watching it. I can watch it over and over and over. So good. Oh my god, love it. And you got Robert Lee Emery in there as well, that creepy freaking cop. Everything about his voice, his look, everything about him, he creeps me out too. So, I love Robert Lee Emery, and he rest in peace, but incredible in that film. Of course, he's in, what is it, the beginning or something? I think he's in that one as well, too. So, yeah, love everything about it. So, alright, we got Jaws, guys. I mean, you knew this was going to be in. This is my favorite movie of all time. A lot of people don't really consider this as a horror. I do. Okay? I do. It's the horror of the water and, you know, of course, sharks in the water as well. And that first scene at the very beginning, if you've seen Jaws, I think you've seen Jaws, but that first scene, the opening scene of that girl in the water, and she's getting eaten by a shark. You just know it is. But you can't see anything. Her body just jerking around like this and like screaming. That terrified me. But this movie is a masterpiece. It is my absolute favorite movie of all time, but check it out if you have not seen Jaws. I think everybody's seen Jaws, but it is my favorite movie of all time, in case you're wondering. Alright, and then of course this one had to be in there. This movie, when I watched this movie years ago, I couldn't sleep for like a week and a half, probably 2 weeks. That's how bad this movie scared me so much. And that's of course Hereditary. Toni Collette, oh my god, stole the movie for me in this one. Her acting in here is so good. Hold on, guys, hold on. Yeah, Toni Collette and in here was phenomenal. This movie is disturbing. It's unsettling. This girl right here was phenomenal too. That scene, the scene, you know the scene, okay? I'll just tell you, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And the boy in here is so, it just, I don't know, he just creeps me out, especially toward the end. And this scene right here. But everything about this movie is terrifying. It's so well written. Ari Aster did this one, just phenomenal. I love A24, of course, did this one as well. But yeah, this movie is very, very well done. It's amazing. It's a masterpiece for me. I'm sorry, a lot of people don't feel that way about Hereditary, but I freaking love it. Okay, next up is my favorite out of the franchise, and that's of course Evil Dead 2. This is more like a parody to the first one. My dad said that the other night we were watching it. This is more like a comedy than the first one. But everything about it, I love this movie so. I think this was a little gorier than the first one. It has some more creepier elements than the first one. The first one is creepy. Don't get me wrong, it's creepy. Okay, this one is so superior in my opinion. I love Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness is one of all-time favorite horror comedies. You can actually label this as a horror comedy as well. But Ash in here, I don't know. He's just better in this one than the first one. Of course, he grew up a lot too. But Sam Raimi did another amazing job with this one. Of course, Bruce Campbell, part of the executive producer, the co-producer of this movie, like in the first one. But this one I love. So some of these one-liners, especially when he goes groovy, love that part. So when he gets his chainsaw hand for the first time, and people are like, "Why is he even in here?" So because this is from Evil Dead. This scene is from Army of Darkness right here. Everybody was like, "Why is it on Evil Dead 2?" And this is Army of Darkness, but it's just, it is what it is. But when he gets that chainsaw hand for the first time, yeah, I love it. And then, of course, you knew this was going to be in here. We watched this last night. And I watched this years ago for the first time and fell in love with this movie. So I wanted my dad to watch it with me because I've been wanting to watch it with him for a long time. And now that I love horror films, we can watch it together. So, and it looked incredible on 4K. I'm going to put a link, a video right here, guys, so you can see it. It is so... It cleaned it up nicely, okay? And that's, of course, The Exorcist on 4K. And what more do I need to say? What more do I need to say about this one? Look at that. That scene where her eyes roll back in her head for the first time. Oh my God. I couldn't even explain the fright I had on my face when I first saw that. But a lot of these scenes are very disturbing. If you know, you know some of those scenes, especially that scene where the cross scene toward like the middle of the movie, but her when she starts to transform into the demon or the devil or the demon on her face, she gets all those cuts on her face, her eyes change colors, the pea soup scene, if you know, you know. But I love and adore this movie. Reagan, Linda Blair, phenomenal. She did a really good job, just being 13 years old, did a phenomenal job with this role. Ellen Bernstein as well, playing her mother. Max von Sydow, of course, as well. You had Lee J. Cobb in here as well. And what's the name again? Jack McGowan playing Father Pierce, or no, Father Karras. I forgot the other guy's name in here, but this is amazing. I love everything about it. And to tell you the truth, since I've seen it twice now, it doesn't really scare me like I thought it would, but it's still creepy. It still creeps me out, but I love The Exorcist so much. Alright, we got 4 left. 4 left. Okay, then of course we got John Carpenter's The Thing, his remake of The Thing. I need to get the original one. I need to get that one. I've seen little pieces of the first one, but this is an absolute John Carpenter masterpiece right here. Everything about it, I love Kurt Russell so much. And the practical effects, the makeup in here is on point. Keith David in here. Of course, you got William Brindley in here. Of course, Kurt Russell. But this movie terrified me when I first watched it a couple years ago. I've seen it 3 times now, probably 4 times. But everything about it, that location, the atmosphere, and like who can you trust in this movie? You don't know who you can trust. That's what I love about it. You don't know who you can trust. So, I mean, being stuck and you can't go anywhere, and you know something's going to happen. very unsettling, disturbing in some scenes, especially some of the makeup. But I love everything about this movie. The Thing is an absolute John Carpenter masterpiece. Definitely my top 3 of his movies. You'll see number 1 in a minute, but this is my top 3, and of course along with Christine. So I love Christine so much. So I love The Thing too. I need to get Christine on 4K. I got it on Blu-ray. I need to get it on 4K. Alright, then of course we got The Conjuring, the first one. I was debating to put this one in here or the second one, but I love this one more. I love the first 2. I love the first 2 Conjuring so much. This is my favorite one out of the 2, hands down. The second one is terrifying. It is creepy, okay? When that girl goes through, oh my god, it scares the crap out of me. But this one, when she transforms into that demon toward the end, that voice, oh my god. But I love Patrick Wilson in here, Vera Farmiga, of course, Lily Taylor as well. And everything about it, this movie is terrifying. It's everything about it. The atmosphere, the look of it in the movie. I love it so much. So, if you have not seen this, check it out. Because I watched this by myself before I watched it with my dad. And I tried to get him to watch with me for a while. And he finally watched them last year, and he fell in love with these movies, especially the first 2. His favorite is the second one, and I love the second one too. But this one is so good. It's based on, true events. Ed and Lorraine Warren right here, played by Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga. Yeah, love it. It is chef's kiss, so good. And of course, I had to put this one in here. I watched this one last year. And my first time watching this one, I didn't watch the sequel. I haven't watched the sequel yet, but that's of course The Strangers. One, if not my favorite home invasion horror movies I've ever seen. It is so good. That scene where she's in the kitchen, if you've seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about. When she's in the kitchen and you see that guy right here behind her by the door, my heart was starting going. I'm like, no, thank you. But this movie is freaking creepy. These guys right here, him and his posse, so there's 2 women with a mask. Just everything about home invasion movies scare me so much because they're based on true events. And like, that could happen to me. That could happen to anybody, So yeah, this is the unrated edition as well. But Liv Tyler, she was amazing in this. She's right here. But if you have not seen this rated, it's got Scott Speedman in here as well. But this is from 2008. It's just so good. So it's choke freaking creepy. The elements of it is so good. Yeah, very, very well done, very well made, and I can see myself watching that again. I need to watch it again. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I need to watch it again soon. So yeah. Alright guys, getting down to my number 1 movie, my number 1 horror film of all time. You probably already know what it is. I won't tell you anyway, okay? And that's the number 1978 Halloween from John Carpenter. 2 of his movies in my top 3. Top 4, sorry. Top 4 is really good. So, but this is a masterpiece, horror masterpiece. It is my favorite of all time. My favorite Halloween film of all time. I've seen it 4 times now, I believe. 3 times. Maybe about 4 times tonight. Because my dad and I do it every single Christmas. Halloween now, we watch Halloween on Halloween night. We start with Trick or Treat, and then we watch this one. So, this movie, oh my god, it is so well written, so well directed, and the music, the score in here, I should have said about The Exorcist. That is easily my favorite score of a movie. That piano, that simple piano sound, it is so good. It fits that movie so well too. And this music right here is perfect for this one. That opening scene, that opening music gets me every time. And this cover, it's amazing too. But those few scenes, we sit behind of course, halfway behind the hedge, and then of course in her clothesline, and then she looks around and he's gone. Oh my god! But I love everything about this movie. Donald Pleasant, of course. Jamie Lee Curtis, one of her best movies that she's ever done. But I love Donald Pleasant. I think he was such an amazing actor. Rest in peace. I mean, he was the doctor in here. So the psychiatrist. He was made for this role as Dr. Loomis. It's just perfection. I love this movie oh so much. And this is the 4th anniversary edition. But I also do have the that Lionsgate steelbook that's over there. I do have that one over there somewhere. But I love that steelbook so much. I'm so glad I was able to get my hands on one of those. Because you can't find them anymore. So, but I love this movie, and it's just so simple. I love the art on here, just with the pumpkin, the face, with his knife as well. But I love it. Halloween is my favorite Halloween film, my favorite horror film of all time. So, yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's long overdue. I should have made this weeks ago because someone had asked me, could I do my top 10, and I saw the comment. I did see your comment. I believe me, I did see it. And I don't know why it took me so long to make this video. So I have no idea why. But I made it, and hope you enjoyed this top 10. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know what your top 10 is. Do you have a top 10? Do you have a top 15? Top 20? I was actually going to do a top 20. I really was going to do a top 20, but I was like, oh, nope, I'm doing my top 10. And maybe next year I'll do my top 20, okay? Yeah, because some of those are going to be in there anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Unless I change my mind. You never know. My mind changes all the time. My horror likes changes all the time. My movie likes change all the time. So, but hope you enjoyed that list. I just don't know why it took me so long to make it. I'm so sorry about that. But hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like I said, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below your top 10. Or are those any of my top 10 and your top 10? I would love to know. But yeah. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Like I said, like this video, comment down below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. And always hit that little notification bell right down there so you won't miss out on a video. And whenever I upload one. And make sure to share this video around if you would, guys. And I guess I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye.